Every window on every airliner you have ever flown in has rounded corners. That is not a style choice. It was paid for in 1954. On May 2nd, 1952, the de Havilland Comet flew the world's first jet passenger service, London to Johannesburg. Beautiful, fast, and its windows had near square corners. On January 10th, 1954, Comet G-ALY broke apart over the island of Elba, 20 minutes out of Rome. All 35 aboard died. It was the very same aircraft that flew that first service in 1952. 3 months later, on April 8th, another comet broke apart near Naples. 21 more died. The fleet was grounded. Churchill's instruction? The cost of solving the comet mystery must be reckoned neither in money nor in manpower. So engineers at Farnborough did something remarkable. They put an entire comet fuselage inside a giant water tank and pumped water in and out, each cycle standing for one flight. Water, not air, on purpose. Water barely compresses, so when the structure failed, it would split and leak rather than explode. That let them patch it and keep testing. After a few thousand simulated flights, it burst. Metal fatigue. Repeated pressurizing and depressurizing had cracked the hull, and the cracks always started in the same kind of place, a sharp corner. Here is what almost every version of this story gets wrong. On the aircraft that crashed, the fatal crack started at a rivet hole in the corner of a radio antenna window in the roof, not a passenger window. The test fuselage failed elsewhere again, by an escape hatch. The lesson holds anyway, and that's the real point. All of those openings shared one flaw: tight, near-square corners that concentrate stress into a single spot. Round the corner, and the load spreads instead of piling up. As the chairman of Britain's Air Registration Board put it during the inquiry, it is metallurgy, not aeronautics, that is in the dock. The Comet never recovered commercially, but the findings were shared with the whole industry, including competitors. De Havilland's chief test pilot recalled American makers privately admitting that if the Comet hadn't hit this first, it would have happened to them. Sum the facts, snap the story. 56 people died in those 2 flights. Every rounded window since is what that bought.